Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
The hate index is very high in here today. So we'll see if we can even make new highs with it as the day goes on.
Today's my first day of work as a day trader. I'm a little nervous because I'm looking at that screen and I'm realizing there's a lot I have to learn.
Hey, is that an important call?
Yeah.
Hang it up. 100 leads, not one account, Nat. Should have been 10 in the last day.
Go away. Seriously, if you want to buy the wait 2 weeks and buy all your back. Just let me crush the thing. Stay out of my way. Let me do my job. Slippage on gold. The strategy today and the strategy for the next couple of weeks is basically selling options as fast as we can. Here, I think the marketplace has things mispriced right now. We're going to try to get them to pay as high as we can for it. And a couple of weeks from now, force them to turn around and sell those options back out at a much lower price where we'll be buying them back, locking in huge profits, and then we're going to drive it right out on it. We're going to kill them.
There's a lot of concern on behalf of the traders as to where the market's going. They're pricing in extreme volatility, but we don't anticipate volatility. We're betting against it.
We're just going to drill them with... Dave, don't be listening. We try to keep it under wraps, not let them know what we're doing. Hopefully we're a little deceptive, letting them think that we're actually trying to buy stuff so they can bid it up and we can whack it in their face. Everybody's fair game in here. We're about 8 minutes to go. You can see the pit starting to fill up. Temperatures are rising. This is going to be a pretty interesting ride this morning. It'll make the weekend a lot better if we can to everybody around here.
Go time! 75 sold! 4.5 bit! 75! I picked for one and you know I picked for one. 305!
I just said the 4.5 minutes ago.
Stop.
The hate index is certainly very high in here today. So we'll see if we can even make new highs with it as the day goes on. As we,
Lately, there's been a lot of tension in the pit.
There are cliques and groups in probably all the pits, but certainly in our pit.
Like high school, they're little gangs that kind of band together, and they have sometimes loathing for each other, sometimes tolerance for each other, but it can get pretty nasty because money's on the line.
One side of the pit literally can't stay on the other side of the pit.
They want the prices to go down, we want the prices to stay up.
Everybody's a nice person when you're buying drinks in a bar. A person's true character comes out in a stressful situation with money on the line.
On busy days, there's no love in that place at all.
It's nuts.
You give me the next 90 days to go to work for you. If within that time frame you don't like the way I service your account, stock doesn't do exactly as we anticipate, Tony, you can call me up and you can fire me as your broker because, to be quite honest with you, I don't deserve your business. All right, Tony, I appreciate the time today, man. All right, be good. Yeah, but it just hasn't been very conducive to call these guys. We haven't got much business out of them, and we spent a lot of money on leads, so. Yeah, this is just like your standard lead card right here. And we got the guy's name, his position at the company, the directors or CEOs, the brass of the company, pretty much. We're not calling the milkman, we're not calling the paper boy, we're calling people who have money.
Reason for the call, I represent an investment banking firm on Wall Street in New York.
These guys, they're investors, so they get 20 of these phone calls a day. First thing they want to do is say, I'm not interested. So we teach our guys, as soon as they say not interested, to jump and get them interested.
New York. Now, Mark, it's not as... I haven't given anything to be interested in, so listen. All I'm simply doing is putting my literature on your desk.
There's three main points of information that we need before me, Jimmy, or Pat even calls him back. One, the guy's got to be working with a broker. If he's not in the market, there's no sense in wasting our time even calling the guy.
Are you with someone major, maybe a Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, or someone more on a local scale?
2, I need a stock, some kind of reference point, something like that. The more information you get out of the guy, the better chance we got of opening the account.
Could you name a stock you may have recently bought or sold?
The third question, how much money the guy's in the market.
2.5 what? Mil? All right.
So we need those 3 things before it gets as a qualified lead before we can call him back. If we don't have any of that information, the guy sends it in, it's what it's called wood. It's a lead, it's no good.
If they're giving us wood, we'll come out there, we'll rip them. We'll give them a hard time.
Hey, is that an important call?
Yeah.
Hang it up. The phone. Yeah, you got those leads?
Yeah. On the Glenn Gary's kid?
Yeah, well, these better be better than the last stack, dude. Last stack was terrible.
What was wrong with the other ones?
All wood, dude. Not one account. Not one account came out of it.
I guarantee you get
100 leads, not one account. That should have been 10 in the last stack.
Well, you'll have 5 or 10 out of that one.
All right. Better be better, dude.
Come on. Thanks. See you later.
Okay, so you want to pay attention to where is most of the volume done in the stock.
Today's my first day of work as a day trader. They train us on the demo for 6 weeks so we can learn all the techniques before we go live and trade with actual money.
Stocks move in a rhythm, okay? There's a language to them. If you watch them, they will tell you, hey, I'm about to go up. A lot of times you'll see 400 shares, 100 shares, 500 shares, okay? And then you'll see 50,000 shares. That's a lot more information for us. 50,000 shares is a really big order. A big print like that is an institution. And the institutions, they set the prices, we don't. Now, I may have an opinion as to what I think GM should be trading at right now, but Goldman Sachs is not calling me up and asking for my opinion. So I'm looking for these really big orders because it may indicate what those guys are doing.
I'm a little nervous because I'm looking at that screen and I'm realizing there's a lot I have to learn.
New traders often think trading is a difficult intellectual exercise. They're trying to be brilliant. And the reality is it's not about coming up with some new trading technique. It's about fundamentals. Whether they're not. When we see a big print, it's very important to notice whether or not the stock ticks higher or the stock ticks lower right after that. So say we get a really...
Every morning at 9 o'clock, all the traders have a meeting about the stocks that are going to be in play for that day.
Dr. B, what do we got this morning? Each trader is asked to share their 1 or 2 best ideas.
And finally, there was a print for 200,000 shares.
And we take a look at the charts for those stocks. There's like a little bit of a spike up to kind of give people the idea that, oh, maybe this isn't going down.
They took out that guy at 88.03. Stock traded up about 8 cents.
45 is a really big level. If it goes down there, it has like 1 to 2 points of upside.
Honestly, I didn't really understand everything that was discussed in the meeting.
I'm just getting some IMs here from some of the traders. Brian over in coffee and Seth over in silver, both just IM me actually at the same time. Right now, I have at least 2 jobs. I don't have time to breathe. We are trying to launch a hedge fund, which is going to launch in the next couple of months. And that's a whole separate subset from trading in here. We basically dominate our pits now, and we need a bigger arena to apply what we do to other markets in a bigger way. Well, we have all the grains opening now. They're all gapping down here, pretty big actually. Let's see if we can get in here. About 2 of 59, July Beanoils. Thanks, Jimmy. Great. We're using algorithms for all the commodities that are doing very well. So we're slowly integrating that into the system along with the oranges options trading in here.
I'm a member of a private car club because it's very low maintenance for me. You know, you go online, you pick which car you want. Do you want an Aston Martin this weekend, a Bentley this weekend, a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini? It's first off amazing to be able to choose these cars, and they're constantly refreshing a list of cars that you can pick and choose from. I really love the Ferrari F430. I mean, that thing's a real machine. You hop in a Ferrari and you have that power, you're in a little rocket, that's very exciting. You're pumped up, your body is flowing, your mind is thinking, you're energetic, and I think that just it works well for business.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
My eyes are killing me just from looking at these numbers already.
I'm heading to test drive a new speedboat designed by Porsche that I'm looking at buying.
When the new guys come down here, we spur their feet.
Right?
Every morning, Mike calls all the trainees on a conference call.
This is what we're talking about, how they sort of, the buyers and the sellers come together at the same price, and now it's just a question of who has the bigger water, the buyer or the seller.
Through the headphones, he's telling us what stocks to look at, important levels that are developing.
It sold off a little bit, and then there was a big bid there at 15 cents, so I threw my bid in. I'm going to try and step in front of that order and see what happens.
Basically, we'll be following the same stocks he's trading, and it's really great because it allows us to follow live what a professional trader is doing.
During the trading day, we'll have several conference calls going on at once. That way, I can share information based on what 20 sets of eyes are seeing. And that allows us to maximize our trading opportunities and make more money.
My eyes are killing me just from looking at these numbers already. It takes a lot of concentration, I think, and you just have to be able to, follow.
It's just happening so fast. Yeah, I think you have to train your eyes before you can really take in everything that's going on. Apple is one of the stocks that's really impossible to really track because it's such high volume. It's moving so quickly. Like you can see on the screen, the bid and the ask prices are just flying, and I can't really decipher what's going on.
It definitely is intimidating. It's like a different language that I don't always understand. Hopefully after 6 weeks of training, everything will be a lot clearer.
Go away. Seriously, go away. If you want to buy the wait 2 weeks and buy all your back. But if you're going to stand here and buy it on the way down, then you shouldn't be in this business. And I'm telling you the truth. Let it collapse. I'm going to collapse the and then you can buy it back if you can. If you can't, you'll buy it back at this level anyway. What's the big deal? Okay? But if you're going to sit here and panic, then I can't do it. I understand. I understand, but you got to listen to me very carefully. I'm crushing it. So if you're just let me crush the thing. Stay out of my way. Let me do my job. Slow over here right now. You don't force the markets. You got to wait till the markets have something to pay you. When there's something to do, we're here to capture it. But right now, there's nothing to do, so we do nothing. If that means and talking to one another, keep you out of trouble, then we do that.
My name is Nick DeChimay. I'm in college. I'm an intern here. Today's my 4th, 5th day here.
And you got a lot of interns for the summer, people that they like to, abuse.
Right now what I'm doing is making spurs. And we tape them onto the back of people's shoes.
When the new guys come down here, we spur their feet, and then we start dancing and going crazy.
As we go on, and if we're not busy, we start going yee-haw, yee-haw. And the reason we do that is to welcome the new people and also to relieve the stress that we have during the day. Slowly but surely, 1 person, 2 people, 3 people go yee-haw, yee-haw. And then I start doing the do-si-do dance with him to make him feel welcome. And he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, hey, it's a big party.
He's the patsy, basically. He's the only one that doesn't know. So everybody hoops it up. And a lot of times he's doing it too because he doesn't know better, and it's actually about him.
And then eventually when he looks down, then we'll clap and welcome him, basically. It's sort of an initiation onto the floor.
Tape things in my shoes and dance around. I didn't even know it was there. I don't know how we got him on there, even, but it is, joke around. Funny stuff.
Got a fresh stack of leads from Nat. Hopefully better than the last ones, man. Anytime we see Michigan on the lead, it's kind of like, you kind of cringe, you know what I mean? Because you're in for a long haul. Hypothetical situation. You say, Lance, you're a persistent son of a bitch. It sounds like you've done your homework on the stock. I'd be
this guy's talking to you right now. Not the best lead because it doesn't say a stock. The guys that we want are guys that I own 1,000 shares of XYZ. This isn't one of those guys. So Lance has got an uphill battle right off the bat.
So, you just hung up the phone on me. For some reason, anybody in that Minnesota, Michigan, that little area up in there, they don't like they don't like sales calls, period.
Our sales presentation isn't effective there, I guess you could say, because we just don't connect with them.
New York, New Jersey, you get guys who'll just do business like that, you know what I mean? Virginia's really good. I'm from Texas and just haven't had any luck down there at all. And I can appreciate that. It's just, You know, we like to deal with our own kind, and you know, I'm a Yankee to them since I left the state. You know what I mean? So
Turncoat.
Yeah,
Benedict
exactly.
Arnold over here.
Exactly, Benedict Arnold.
I'm in the Hamptons today, heading to Sag Harbor to test drive a new boat from Fearless Yachts designed by Porsche. It's a very fast speedboat that I'm looking at buying. It sells for about $300,000, so it's a stiff price tag. It's supposed to be a fun boat, and we're multitasking that with meeting with the CEO of a business owner in New York to see if it's a company that we might want to invest in. I thought I would multitask, kind of a fun day with doing some business. Wow, that's great. Fire this thing up. If you want real money from a bank, it takes you, 3 to 5 months, whereas we can do it in 3 weeks.
I got a line of credit.
Yeah.
It took 2 months to get a $100,000
2 months for a line. Yeah.
Unbelievable slow.
And the last check I wrote, $3.3 million, took us 4 weeks to write it all in. That's good. Keep the banks nice and slow. That's how I make money. Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
We fully expect to be trading $500 million in the next 2 years.
We got a game against arch rivals, Bank New York.
Star pitchers coming in from the Caribbean, and we need them bad enough that we're going to fly them in on a helicopter.
We're doing a big party at my house in the Hamptons. I'm hoping some good business opportunities will come out of that.
That's it. Stop trading. The market is not closed. Stop trading.
After work today, we're going to the Hotel Gansevoort, which is located down here in the meatpacking district. Even though during the day it's war, after the war's over, we discuss the battles. We've got this big group on the trading floor, which we've had for years. You're over in silver, and you're over in coffee, juice, gold, sugar. This arena, which used to be a big arena, it really did, is no longer the big arena. We need to raise money, form a hedge fund, and do it on a bigger scale.
We just had a meeting with a very, very large asset management group who's going to give us a significant amount of money, $25 million, to trade our strategies. Well, we used to be able to trade with $1 million or $2 million and be big traders on the floor. Now you need $20 million just to step into the arena. So now we've gone to the next level, and we're going to be folding each one of you in. We fully expect to be trading $500 million in the next 2 years.
Let's do this. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
This is a really fun office to work in as far as just the group of guys we got. After work we go and we play together, we go out together.
There's a lot of guys who played sports in the office. Now we have the softball team, so we've got about 12 guys that show up for the softball team every day. We got a game against Bank New York, one of our arch rivals in our New York Financial League softball. Almost actually got no brawl with them our first year, so there's a little bit of tension between the teams, so looking forward to the game tonight.
Our pitcher's coming in from somewhere in the Caribbean, and we need him bad enough that we're actually going to fly him in on a helicopter. The company is. We definitely need the kid.
We haven't beat these guys ever, so this is the biggest game in franchise history.
First year we were terrible. Second year made the playoffs, and then this year hopefully we'll do well. But if he doesn't show up, we could be right back to where we were last season. We'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting.
Play ball!
Big change from last year.
I'm really late. They probably started about, it's probably in the second or third inning right now.
Good job, baby. Good job. Wait a minute. Yeah. 13-3. What?
No. Really? What's the score? 19-3? It's the biggest waste of money ever. Fly your ass out here for nothing.
I just want to say one thing about this word day trader. We are short-term traders. We do exactly the same thing that they do at Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch.
Mike told me that for the average day trader, I mean, it takes about 6 months until you could be consistently profitable. So I don't really know. I mean, I try not to worry about it right now.
The people that you're competing against, they probably went to Ivy League schools. Many of them probably were former Division I athletes. Okay? These are very competitive people. They've been doing this for longer than you. They have more money than you, and you have to compete against those people. And the great thing about this job is that it's a meritocracy. I promise you this. There's going to be a point where you say to yourself, I can't do this. It's too hard. I'm not good enough to succeed at this job. You have to believe that you are going to be the next great trader on the street. You have to believe that. Okay, this is a great job. It's worth all the sacrifice.
So I just finished my first day of work. It went well. It definitely felt more like school than actually working. I mean, we'll see. I mean, tomorrow's a new day. They told us to be patient, you know, not to expect big results right away.
The best traders know how to lose money. Right. They know how to take their ego, put it aside, say, I screwed up, I made a mistake, and move on. The guys that go, it's gonna go my way, it's gonna go my way, those are the guys you're forced liquidating.
We're there to make money, not to make friends.
On any given day, yeah, we're great friends, but during the day, in that pit, you could be buying and I could be sold. I see the trade and what has to be done, and that's the bottom line.
I see it every day, guys up in each other's face to the point of fisticuffs, fighting and yelling and screaming over 1 and 2 lot trades, and next thing you know, 10 minutes later, hey, you want to get some breakfast? Hey, you want to get some lunch? And they're best buddies again.
I've been the guy who's asked to help force liquidate people. And he's getting force liquidated whether I do it or he does it. You know, you smell blood, I want to eat. I don't want to want to feed the other fish.
Yeah, it's hard because you've got these relationships and you may know the guy in the family and you got to liquidate him, but you're like, it don't matter.
So we're not mercenary to the point of view where we're trying to...
Yeah, that's not what we're implying. We're just implying the
Alan, the thing is, if it's family, it's one thing. The guys that are sitting here are family.
Right. To bigger and better.
Gentlemen, good help.
Cops are here to get us all.
In running your own business, your fun and your social life, I think if you want to maximize your career goals, it needs to combine with your personal life. It's part of my social life. We're doing a big party at my house in the Hamptons, which is a lot of fun. I've invited a bunch of Wall Streeters, fund managers, business owners, and so forth to come to my Hamptons event, and I turn a lot of business opportunities into that. The two goals that I have in my social network, and really my business, is about finding good investment opportunities and finding people to invest into my business. Right now I'm raising another fund, so I'm always out networking with people that can be good potential investors.
Grandi proche à Vancouver, mais j'ai fait mes études à McGill et je suis ici depuis 5 années.
Depuis 5 années?
Oh, ouais.
J'adore l'accent québécois, c'est incroyable.
Time to kick everybody out of here. It's been a great night, but I'm exhausted. A lot of things to follow up with on Monday. Met some great people for good potential investors, great people for business investment opportunities. So let's go wrap this thing up.
Oh, they just like to pound on him because he is small.
Doesn't he look like
and he's mild-mannered.
I'm small.
I'm his protector, basically.
Right.
I'm called as such.
Sometimes it's expensive protection sometimes. It costs me half of everything I do. It's like the tea tax.
I would have shaved if I knew you guys were coming.
It's an Italian thing. The beard grows back every 2 hours. You know what? You handle my ass.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
I've taken people on the floor that just walk around with their mouth hanging open. It's just so incomprehensible what you're hearing. Offset 50-50-50.
I'm like a gambler at heart, and there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street.
I've been trading at SMB for 2 weeks. Today is a big day. I'm getting reviewed.
Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I mean,
my sense from your answer and your body language was you're not fully convinced.
To work. I've been trading at SMB for now 2 weeks in total. It's been going well. I mean, I've learned a lot. Today is a big day. I'm getting reviewed for the first time since I've been working there, so we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I have to go to my other job, so it's a long day for me. Probably won't get off of work until midnight.
Good afternoon. George around? He's not. When do you expect him back, do you know?
I'll definitely keep an eye on the Fed today and let you know with regards to SanDisk if there's any major impact there. Today we have the Fed meeting. Today the stock market will quickly react to whatever they say. We'll be watching SanDisk very closely, see what happens. We bought a lot of stock the last couple of days, so it's always good to show a client a positive initial move. I'd like to see you add at least 3,000 shares here. I'd like to see you add at least 3,000 shares here. Okay, all right.
Ben, this is Jason getting back to you. How are you doing today? If you do recall, last time we spoke, I made a commitment to get back to you. One time when I felt I had a recommendation in the markets that would merit your attention.
These new guys, they don't really have any sales training, so what we try to do is just get them back here and work next to Lance and I as much as possible so that they can hear our styles, they can kind of begin to develop their own style.
All right, the company I'm moving very aggressively on is called SanDisk Corporation. The stock trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol S as in Sam.
Jason Knapp will outwork anybody in this business. The guy works harder, longer than anybody I've ever seen. And he might not be the most talented guy when it comes to the pitch, but the guy who gets in early and stays late will make just as much money as the guy who's way more talented.
And this is what I'm trying to ask you to do. Test me out on a small level. Give me 1% of your confidence.
He's doing good. He's been here long enough that he can do this part very well. It's once you get out beyond the presentation part that gets difficult.
What are your thoughts? All right, sounds like you're being a bit cautious.
These guys will know when they've got a rookie on the phone. They know it. They can smell it out real quick. They're not going to buy from a rookie. But sometimes a rookie sounds good where the guy believes this guy might be the vice president of the office. He's probably sitting in a big leather chair. He's got his own corner office, blah, blah, blah. That's the picture you have to put in these guys' heads.
Appreciate the vote of confidence, and let me go to work for you. All right. All right. Have a good day.
Good job, Nat. Great job by Jason. That just goes to show you that persistence pays off in this business. He's been on the phone all day, pounding away, made a lot of dials. Finally got a guy who actually listened to him. He was ready to buy some stock today. So not a huge order, but it doesn't matter. We get these guys in small, we prove ourselves to them, and down the road, guy could have $500,000 with us, you know?
went to the New York City Nautica Triathlon today that I'm competing in. It's Olympic distance triathlon to raise money for cancer research. Doing it with about 7 of my friends that range from investors and other colleagues that I work with in the finance industry. So it's sort of a fun way of networking, good way to stay in shape. Hey Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, here we go. I actually do business with a lot of the people that I play sports with. This is, really relationship building with investors I have, and then at the same time, I'll also be raising money for charity. I came in the top 10% in my last race, so ideally I should be within the top 10% again. Anything under 3 hours, realistically though, tells me I'm still in pretty good shape.
Seven puts, 400 were bought at 15, 10 bid at 15. 400 were bought at 15 yesterday by Bear Stearns. OC 57 puts, they were 15 bid for 200 going out.
Deck 64 calls at 149, we bought 100%.
I've taken people on the floor that just walk around with their mouth hanging open. It's just so incomprehensible what you're hearing. It's just a bunch of shouting and banter to most people. And there's really sense to be made from the entire thing, but you just have to have an ear for it. Hello?
A broker on the floor will get an order. That broker will ask for a market. All the market makers in that pit are going to scream out their bids, where they're willing to buy the contracts for, and will scream out their offers, what they're willing to sell it for. What will happen is the broker will take the highest bid that the broker hears in the pit and the lowest offer, and that is the market.
At a half. 50 only at a half. 50 at a half. 49 bid.
So 50. So 50.
Offset 50, 50, 50. Done.
These are 49s.
49s. Hey, so you bought 50 at 140, 50 at 143, 50 at a half.
When you walk in the pit, you're making a vote. When I put my money up and I vote to sell it or buy it, that's the only thing that matters. Nothing else.
This is week 2 of 5 weeks of training. I'm training to get fast on the keyboard. I'm just trying to enter orders to sell and buy. I mean, this is just a demo. I'm not trading real money yet. Everything's live. It's just that when I send in my orders, they don't actually go through. It's almost like a video game, it feels like. Your profit and losses are your score. It's really fast-paced. You're just trying to follow and you're just hoping for it to go up. I heard that a lot of traders lose a lot of money on their first day, so I guess if they feel you're not prepared to go live, they will keep you on the demo as long as it takes.
Okay, we're going to talk about focus. If you look up on the board, there is a list of things that you ought to focus on and you should not focus on. Let's just go through them and explain what we mean by that.
It's been really great working at SMB. Mike and Steve have devoted so much time in training us. We have lectures 2 to 3 times a day. They teach us a lot of different material.
We're traders, I'm not a quant analyst. I'm not somebody who's predicting what's going to happen in 8 months. I'm trading. I want to know what's going to happen next in my stock.
They really have faith in their trainees, and they really put a lot of time in developing well-rounded traders.
You can see it looks like there's some resistance at 43 like last time this rumor came out.
Compared to the other trainees, I think they came in here knowing more about finance than I did. I'm catching up.
The people that get short before 42, they covered. The people that got long when 42 broke, they just hit the bids.
I just have to get used to the terms, like hitting the bids or like lifting the offer.
72, 5,000 on the offer, taken. What about if 66, 65 doesn't hold?
When they say something, I just have to take a second or two to translate it into plain English, Hopefully, the more time I spend here, the better I'll get understanding the jargon.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors. you're looking at about 123,000.
All of our investments are in one major name. If that major name works out, it's going to be a great year for us.
That's good news, man. Come on.
Hey Lance, we got the Fed coming out here. $100 says unchanged.
I hope unchanged. This thing could run.
Unchanged.
All right, unchanged, boys. That's good news, man. Come on.
The Fed just came out. They announced they're not going to change the interest rate, just judging by the market's reaction. The Dow jumped higher, Sandus bumped up. Oh, this thing's running right
49, Pat. We're going to see it.
96, 98. Here we go. Here comes 49. Oh, yeah.
About 49 even.
With regards to us making money through this business, all of our investments are in 5 names with one major name. If that one major name works out, then it's going to be a great year for us, phenomenal year.
Gary, I was just looking over your account. We got 500 shares around $42 of SanDisk, right? So I'm going through your paperwork here. I'm doing all the bits and pieces, and I see, you make over $500,000 a year. You're worth over $10 million, and you got over $1 million with the other guys, okay? So what I'm asking you to do is this. Let's bump it up, okay? Be a big boy, Gary. Step up to the plate. 500 shares, we're not going to make you any money. This thing could go to the moon, and you still wouldn't make any money. Since we're a small boutique-style firm, they don't give us a lot of money right off the bat. But guy owns a stock at just under $42 a share, and it's up at 49 now. Obviously, he sees things are heading in the right direction. The story's all starting to come together. If I can get you on at least another 2,500 shares, get you an even 3,000, I think that's the best bet for now. Hold on, bud. Another 2,500. You're looking at about 123,000. I'll cut the commission. It's about 1%. I'll charge you an even 1,000 on the way in. Look, I'm not looking to make money yet. I told you that from the get-go. When I start to make you money, you'll realize who you got working for you here, and it'll never be a problem. Can you do that? Can you do 2,500? That's not gonna be a problem? All right, I'm gonna need the check over the next 5 days. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the order. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, man. Bye. Yeah, Gary's in, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The guy's, worth over $10 million. He could do at least another 5,000 shares, but we'll just nibble along the way. You know what I mean? SanDisk, 49.15.
I think we're around 3,500 competitors today. They start in waves all the way from about 6 in the morning until around 8:30, so they're blasting a lot of people through the water. The Hudson River is not a favorite place of mine to swim. It's very murky water. You end up drinking a lot of it because you're in such a strong current. So this is my second triathlon. The first one I did in about 2 hours and 52 minutes. So my goal is always to, better my time, of course. It's been a really busy couple months of work, so the training has been a lot less than I'd like to do. It's far better than nothing, but it's far from the old days. I used to train on the Canadian national speed skating team, and I was formerly a Canadian gold medalist and a North American bronze medalist. I got injured in about 2000, so that really pulled it out for the Salt Lake City Olympics, and I just wasn't willing to keep pushing and sacrificing that amount of my life to go for the next Olympics 4 years after that. I've switched over into doing triathlons over the past few years as something I can keep up fitness with and do it at a more, regular pace of life. Now I've got the last leg. I've got a 10K run. Got to try to bring it over the line. Meanwhile, my legs are cramping violently. Whew. Giddy up.
Got back from lunch and we're about to go in the conference room for a visualization exercise with Steve. He's just basically going to walk us through the ideal trading day, and we're going to have to visualize it in our minds.
Trading can be very stressful and can be difficult to master. Visualizing the things that we need to do to successfully trade programs us to do those things without hesitation. I'm going to turn off the lights, and I'm going to walk you through a visualization just like we did the other day. I'm going to visualize our trading day. Waking for the day, coming into the office, preparing for the day.
In the beginning, Steve used to leave the trainees alone in the room, and we'd have to visualize one specific moment of the trading day. But now what he does is he walks us through the whole day as it should be, step by step. You know, if you see it in your mind, then it really happens. Maybe they're going off of that. So I guess if you imagine, you know, making profitable trades, if you really think about it and really want it, then it will happen.
I visualize the close, the last hour of trading. Visualize trading successfully.
You see the 3 cents get taken out? It lifted a little bit and then they came back right to the same price. I'm gonna bid 76 again just in case.
All right, 71. Do what you gotta do, buddy.
Consistently profitable traders make between $1,000 and $3,000 a day on our desk.
300 shares on ARCA. Taken, I'm gonna get rest of 49. My best week consisted of multiple $1,000 days. The best one being about $4,300. The second best being about $4,200. The stock was running up around 10:30. At the same time, the futures were shooting down, which is just completely odd. When the stock topped out at $26 even, I pretty much shorted as much as I could.
10 seconds.
To go into my review meeting, so it's Friday, getting reviewed. Jason is in there right now. I feel like there's a lot more I need to learn. I definitely like to have the chance to be here for at least a couple more weeks.
I have a question for you. Do you feel that your level of focus is up to par?
I do.
It's not necessarily your opinion, whether or not you're focused or not. It's our definition of focus.
Apparently someone has already gone. He didn't come back on Monday, so we never really knew what happened to him either. There were just rumors circulating that he wasn't coming back, so I'm a little worried. Hopefully I make the cut.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
I'm like a gambler at heart, and there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street.
Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I don't, yeah.
My sense was you're not fully convinced.
And now a whole bunch of us are going to gather, head back to my rooftop, have a barbecue, some champagne, and enjoy the weekend now. Our weekend starts now. It's a beautiful day in New York. This was a good excuse to get a bunch of people together. Gonna kick everybody out soon and go get some sleep. It was a tough day, but well worth it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thanks for coming.
I'm like a gambler at heart. I like the risk reward. I like something for nothing. And there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street. I mean, it's legalized gambling at its finest. People on Wall Street hang around with people who are kind of like them.
If you make money, you're respected. If you don't make much money, it's, whatever, you know. Don't even talk to that guy. Granted, everyone's not like that, but I've definitely seen it.
I think that's the stereotypical elitist guys on Wall Street.
you beat, man.
Our fearless leader, Pat Metcalf, he started off pretty strong. He actually knocked me off the table with a straight flush on the flop.
None of it seemed to matter in the end because Garrett, so-called rookie, ended up being a hustler, took all our chips from us.
Got a load of chips over there. Hidden away. He's luckier than a dog with two peckers, though, I'll tell you that.
Get this out of here, guy. Take your garbage.
What's that, Cooley? 8.5K?
Yes, sir.
I'll bring you out for breakfast tomorrow. How about that?
Hey, what time are you planning on coming into work tomorrow?
Oh, here we go again. Every time I upset him, I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. I get a limousine tomorrow.
Do you feel like you can pick up all the stuff that we're throwing at you at this pace that we're throwing it?
To me, it's very foreign, so it's being introduced into a new world. It's the jargon that's kind of like slowing me down. It takes me like some time to translate things a little bit, you know? Like hit the bid, I have to think.
We're sharing information with other people on the desk, and so your language has to be precise in order that the information is accurately shared.
$1 million question. Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I mean, I think so. I don't, yeah.
My sense from your answer and your body language was you're not fully convinced.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. I think it's a little bit too early maybe to know.
I think the point we're trying to make is that
Yeah.
people don't understand that if they kind of think they're going to do this job, that affects everything they do, everything. Good traders believe they're going to make money. I mean, do you feel like you're focused enough?
Yeah, I mean, especially during the open and the close. Yeah, definitely.
The reality is that it's not your definition, okay? It's our definition that was taught to us by the market. And that's something that you need to really work on is your definition of truly being focused, the market's definition. Clearly, you're intellectually smart enough to do this job, but those other skills we have to work on a little bit.
The day's over. I had my review. It was pretty much what I expected, I guess. I just didn't like when Steve asked me, do I expect to be successful? I just hate that question in general, even whether it's for trading or for life, you know? I'm just realistic and I don't want to talk about things that haven't happened yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be successful being a trader. We'll just see. So I'm on my way to my other job at a restaurant downtown. I had to get a job as a hostess to have some money because right now I'm not making any money at SMB. I'm just trading on the demo. It's fake money, so nothing's coming in. I work here on Friday and Saturday nights. I've been working here for about 3 weeks now. When I come in, I basically have to clean the menus, and then I'm just in charge of seating people, making sure reservations are honored. I have to pick up the phone, you know, and take reservations too. I like it. I mean, it's definitely different from day trading. I look forward to coming in here on Friday night. I really do like the interaction with people. It's a fun environment to work in.
Come here, bud. Whiskey. Get on that, Rebel.
Put it on.
First time dressed a dog.
There you go. Miller's dog running around the office. Little whiskey rebel. Little angel shirt. He's so proud now. Look at him.
Yeah, he's chilling now.
Yeah, he is.
Mac Group mascot.